Hey everybody, Kevin here from Invisible Insights, and here's a little something for your performance edge from your high performance coach right here, right now. I'm going to talk to you today about the hungry ghost. See, there's always something in us that motivates us, that drives us, that's often unseen. And often, most of the time, we struggle with articulating exactly what that is. Sometimes it's that thirst for that next thing or more of something or the best of this or whatever we're chasing ends up sometimes becoming a hungry ghost. And what I mean by that is, you put all the work in, you get there, and then you kind of get the feeling that it doesn't feel like or experience like what you thought it would. And so you feel like there's something missing. And because you've put all this time and this energy into this, there's a level of attachment that we bring to it where we double down on all of the stuff that we've been doing. And in the pursuit of all this, we want to read more, we got to consume more, we got to find the answer, we got to chase that. And all that stuff is kind of what I would call a hungry ghost. It's that thing that's in us that's thinking it's fooling us into thinking that there's something out there that will just do it just right, that will satisfy all of these things that I'm feeling, these dissatisfactions, these struggles, this inside kind of discontentment that's kind of messing with me in the midst of what outwardly would be successful. And this is where self-sabotage starts to take root. It is when we let the hungry ghost drive us around. Look, and then we start listening to every podcast and we hear what everybody says. And we are like literally bouncing everywhere and anywhere. We're flipping through TikToks incessantly looking for this, or who do we need to follow, or what podcast, or what's on YouTube. You know where I'm going with this. It is a consumption of our time and energy and focus away from the things that we should be appreciating and probably be more patient about. And in the patience, then we actually have perspective. And when we have patience and we have perspective, we then begin to experience a little bit of gratitude and look back and see actually how far we've come. I don't know where the hungry ghost speaks to us or what it speaks to you about, but sometimes it speaks to me about we're not there fast enough. We got to get there. And then we get into the comparison trap. We get into the over-functioning treadmills. We start chasing, and the hungry ghost laughs. And it just kind of says, ha, 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 more, next, different. It says unique. It's all saying, and there's nothing wrong with that. I want you to understand that these things in its healthier sense can be that. It is, and it can be healthy. However, it's in the dissatisfaction that if we feed that hungry ghost with more and more distractions, it will just keep asking for more. And the next thing you know, we're a shell. You got to think about it. If you're doing that one thing that if you don't do, it won't get done. And you're chasing that one thing. You're experiencing growth in the process of it. You're experiencing small victories, one step after another. And you're seeing some level of emergence take place, right? And then we start looking around and we go, oh, wow, wait a minute. That took longer than I thought. And then all of a sudden the hungry ghost comes in. Well, it's because you didn't do this and because you didn't do that. And then you watch a podcast, right? And then it tells you the 3 things to be this and the 5 things and all the hacks. And we start falling for it and we feed it. And what happens is we don't appreciate any of the development that we're experiencing in the process of all this. Listen, this is what I want to encourage you to do. Wherever you are in the process of doing that one thing that if you don't do, it won't get done, and your pursuit of that or even discovering that or even understanding it, listen, it can be 5 years. It could be 10. That's not what's most important. What's most important is you. And the levels of ridiculous freedom you feel in terms of your growth and your development, that you don't see the world, you don't get distracted, and you certainly don't feed the hungry ghost. Because if you feed him, he'll consume you. And that one thing will start to turn into trying to do everything. And when you try to do everything, you never do the one thing. And guys, listen, I'm preaching to the choir here, baby, because listen, I'm telling you, I struggle with the hungry ghost big time. And there's this level of success ADHD that we experience. I don't know what that is, but I just know that it's real. And I know that hungry ghost lives. Let's kill the ghosts. This is time we perform whatever we need to perform to exercise those ghosts out of our lives and maintain our focus on our goal of meaning and purpose. Keep moving forward. And that meaning and purpose are the people closest to you that you love the most. Lean into it. Lean into being the best version of you. Let everything that you're trying to accomplish live right in front of you so you see the growth, you see the development, and let all the other stuff, all the other chasing find its place in its day in due time. So let's not overfunction. Let's not feed the hungry ghost. Let's do some damage. So, hey, I want you to be looking out for that bad boy, because you know when you see him, you'll be able to deal with him. And like I always say, when you see the invisible, you become unstoppable. Take care, everybody, and do some damage.